Must I break it down for you? Yes, break it down. It would be criminal if you didn't.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Nickelodeon villain songs.
We take pride in making sure you have a friend to stay. Join the Reggie chorus, sing a nightmare play.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most sinister tunes sung by or about some of the best baddies we got to know on the Kids Network. We're considering songs from the shows themselves, as well as related movies, albums, and musical adaptations. A few of these insidious serenades will be plot heavy, so beware of spoilers. What's your favourite Diabolical Nick jam? Let us know in the comments.
You think you know me, but you don't know me.
Number 10. Island Princess. Rugrats Go Wild.
Babies, listen up. We're stuck on a tropical island that don't got no people on it.
With the Rugrats and their families trapped on a desert island, Angelica wastes no time in doing what she does best, teasing and scaring the babies. But this time she does it in song.
This isn't like our park back home with slides and pools and swings. It's a creepy little island with great and scary things.
She warns them about how dangerous the island can be in a wicked, slithering tune, accompanied by shadowy, foreboding lighting. The only way the little ones have a chance to survive the island's terrors is to worship Angelica like the island princess she is. At least, that's what she says.
That's why you need a princess, someone beautiful, like me, to save you from the scary claws that grab you from the tree.
Susie throws in a verse to stand up to Angelica, but her words fall on deaf ears. Sorry, Susie, but it's hard to compete with Angelica's fear-mongering when it has the presence of a Broadway number.
And keep your island princess in a really happy mood.
Number 9. Peace is nice. Invader Zim. Enter the Florpus.
I need you to use the power of your Irkin robot brain to create a song about peace. One so inspiring the children will have no choice but to peace harder.
At last, phase 2 of Zim's most ingenious world domination plot has begun. The only thing he needs to kickstart his scheme is to trick all of Earth's children into joining hands. Surprisingly, Gurr has just the thing to motivate the kids, an inspirational song. The lyrics are simple and chock full of the character's random essence, while the tempo is slow and silly, yet it's oddly motivational.
Peace is nice. Peace is better than chicken and rice.
It inspires the target audience to try even harder to join hands and sing together in harmony. Ironically, the seemingly peaceful act is bringing them closer to their doom. This gives the silly, triumphant song a creepy vibe that fits perfectly with the film's tone.
It's working! It's working!
Number 8. You Will Obey. SpongeBob SquarePants. The best day ever.
Hello, insignificant life forms. Plankton speaking. I'm here to take over your fair city.
On SpongeBob's The Best Day Ever concept album, most of our Bikini Bottom pals get to strut their musical chops. Yes, that includes Plankton. After he hijacks the airwaves, he delivers a rock number as he rants and screams about how he'll dominate the world. Despite his tiny size, Plankton's powerful voice commands respect, and having him belt out a domineering rock track demanding everybody's obedience is too good to pass up. Granted, the intimidating solo doesn't really scare anyone in Bikini Bottom, but it certainly gets us tapping our toes. Maybe one day people will learn to fear the little guy, especially when he's got such powerful vocal cords.
I only have one eye, but it's an evil one! You will obey!
Number 7. Gimme the Wand. The Fairly Odd Parents.
And why do you want to be a fairy godparent?
I'll tell you in song.
During the Fairy Idol singing contest, Norm the Genie pulls out all the stops with his swinging Broadway number, Gimme the Wand. His smooth, conniving voice sings of how he wants to be a fairy. Of course, we all know it's a thinly veiled evil plot, but we can't deny that Norm's got musical talent.
To me this means a lot. It ain't no evil plot. Give me the one.
About halfway through, Cosmo gets in the act and turns the solo into a duet, instantly winning us over with his Diana DeGarmo singing voice. In the end, Norm cheats in order to get his way. Still, hearing him and Cosmo power through the song together is definitely a treat to the ears. Number 6. Todd's Lemonade. Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
He is the very model of a warring warrior scientist. He's mutated things from vegetable animal to cyclist.
General Draxum, voiced by John Cena in the first season, and his minions gather some of the Turtles' deadliest mutant enemies in hopes that they'll help him defeat their common foe. And how do they win them over? With a modern Major General song parody, of course. Yes, it's just as wonderfully bizarre as it sounds. It starts out whimsical and upbeat, highlighting Draxum's involvement with the Turtles' origins.
Was 13 years ago today he made those turtles with the ooze. Was 13 years ago today he made those turtles with the ooze.
But when the warrior scientist himself gets in on the song, it becomes more menacing and heavy, showing how much of a commanding presence he possesses. The fact that the antagonist and company can carry a tune while delivering a parody song that's both hilarious and intimidating is impressive, to say the least.
So join me in ending them, our greatest foes, for I insist I am the very model of a warring warrior scientist. So join him in ending them, our greatest foes, for he insists he is the very model of a warring warrior scientist.
Number 5. You Don't Know Me. Victorious.
You think you know me, but you don't know me. You think you own me, but you can't.
Given her typically questionable attitude, it's safe to call Jade West the villain of Victorious. And like any good villain, she gets a chance to belt out her own heart-pumping tune. You don't know me, as she expresses, if you push her back or scream at her, she'll fight back harder. And you can bet she'll win every time.
Listen to me. You push me back, I'll push you back. Harder, harder.
The performance marks her big solo moment in the show, and she definitely makes it count by going all in on the empowering lyrics and rocking melody. And that's saying nothing of her vocal chops. Look, Jade may be terrifying, but she definitely makes life a whole lot more interesting for those around her. Just ask Beck.
You, and I don't have to. I think you know me.
Number 4. Brand New Plan. The Penguins of Madagascar.
You don't have a choice, so raise your pretty voice, because everybody must sing.
To set the scene, an enormous MP3 player monster has all of Central Park Zoo trapped in an energy field, making everyone nearby break into song. Being a conniving opportunist, Dr. Blowhole, the penguin's most hated enemy, schemes to use this to his advantage. Of course, he does so via song.
Aberration, an unforeseen complication. Cause for celebration, I think, from where I stand.
He knows that if he can step in and take command of the monster, there won't be anyone who can stop him. Hearing his sinister, conquering, theatrical tune, you almost want to see Blowhole succeed, mostly because of how great a singer he is. He later puts his beautiful voice to good use again, taming the beast with a surprisingly intimate ballad.
Won't you listen to my power ballad solo? My solo.
Number 3. Scrawl's song, ChalkZone.
Hi to you all. Who am I? Just call me Scrawl.
Scrawl is one of the most diabolical creations in all of ChalkZone. During his terrifying debut, he makes himself known with a low-key jazzy number where he blames his ugliness on Rudy Taputi. The devious track is so memorable, he later revisits it twice, switching up the words. On one occasion, Scrawl uses it in an attempt to convince Rudy's best friend Penny to team up with him.
Hey, 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 we can rock, 'cause we've got some magic charm.
On another, he duets with fellow villain Craniac as they scheme to destroy Rudy. These variations all have 3 things in common. There's a jazzy, menacing beat, Scrawl's seething hatred for Rudy, and Jim Cummings's menacingly funny singing, which gives them some extra spice.
Boss, now crawl for Scrawl.
Number 2. The Pixie Rap, The Fairly Odd Parents.
We're pixies. Yeah. We're pixies. We're pixies. Check out our mad wicked mixie.
After 37 years, the Pixies' diabolical scheme is finally coming to fruition. So how did two of the most boring, deadpan, magical businessmen revel in their success? Well, they deliver a heart-pumping rap song, naturally. We're not kidding. In one of the series' most hilarious twists, the two dry villains break out into high-energy, dominating rap, with stars Method Man and Redman at the mic.
Sanderson, I'm anti-fun, and all those fairies can bite my bun. With my boss HP, who wanna be the big-time rulers. You got that, G.
For one thing, it's hysterical, but the track is also a massive earworm, with a heavy emphasis on how the Pixies hold all the cards, and are large and in charge now. We're not sure which we should fear more, their insidious plot or their fresh beats.
Pixies, yeah. We're pixies. Pixie.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. When the going gets tough, SpongeBob SquarePants, the Broadway musical. Who knew Plankton could lay down some beats?
Going gets tough. That means it's time to get lost. When the going gets tough, that means it's time to get lost. So let go and be gone. Let's be gone.
Already Forgot About You, The Loud House. Royal Woods may not seem remarkable to some, but this musical roast is unforgettable.
We need one more great lake. Don't remind me 'cause I've already forgotten. Jazz hands.
Ed's song, Rocco's Modern Life. Mr. Bighead is a little too eager to pollute.
Cause Clunt can smell like a rose. Besides, a filthy stench won't even get my attention. Cause I don't even got a nose. So get out of my face while I scum up this place with my beautiful toxic goo.
Ah! AKA the Scare Song, SpongeBob SquarePants. Trying to spook SpongeBob and Patrick with ghoulish yet stunning visuals. Changing Luna, The Loud House, also known as How to Lose Your Identity, Broadway style.
We know what to do. We'll just fix a thing or two or three or four or five. We love you, you're Luna. Now change. You're destined for fortune and fame. There's so much room for improvement. We love you, you're Luna. Now change.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. You Will Remember, Danny Phantom. Ember, the sinister rock star ghost, has been using her hit You Will Remember to manipulate her fans, even without the brainwashing. The song is addictive to anyone who hears it. The character's powerful singing voice perfectly complements the pumping beat, which never fails to get our attention. But the real hook is in the lyrics. They seemingly tell the bleak, tragic story of how Ember became a ghost. But now she's here and ready to make the world worship her. To be honest, it doesn't really feel like what you'd expect of a standard Nickelodeon song, yet that's what makes it stand out in the best way. Needless to say, we will remember Ember and her dark, triumphant jam.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.